Okay, today we're looking at lesson 7.3, multiply and divide with 2, 4, and 8. We already did in our last module multiplying by 2, 4, and 8, so it will be just finding that related division fact. Let's everybody read the I can statement together. Ready? I can factors and divisors, right? A divisor is the number you're dividing by into the larger number. There are 16 friends playing on a field. How can they make teams of 2, teams of 4, and teams of 8? If we were going to draw teams of 2, what would that look like? How could we draw teams of 2?
We just put 2 circles.
2 circles until we get to what? How many players are there all together?
60.
So we could just go 1, that's 1 team, 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. We're halfway there. 5 teams, that's 10. 6 teams, that's 12. 7 teams, that's 14. And 2 more teams is 18. Then we should circle our groups of 2 since we're doing 2 teams. 2 people to a team. And then how many groups of 2 do we have?
8.
So below that you need to write 2 or whoops, wrong paper. 8 groups. Don't write it too big because we got to draw 2 other pictures on here. Of 2. So we have 8 groups of 2. Okay. How are we going to draw teams that would have 4? Okay, so we could say 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And if we circle our groups of 4, how many groups of 4? How many groups of 4? 4 groups of 4. And then we're supposed to also show teams that have 8 people on the team. So we would draw groups of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And another 1, or 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we would have how many groups of 8?
2.
2 groups of 8. So again, you can do that by modeling, by drawing the picture, correct? So it says, what equations can you write to show equal groups with 2 equal groups of 2, equal groups of 4, and equal groups of 8. So let's write this in a multiplication sentence. 8 groups of 2, which that equals what? 16, correct? What are we going to write for 4 groups of 4? 4 times 4 equals 16 players, right? And then our last one would be what?
2 times
2 groups of 8. 2 times 8 equals 16. Now, we're going to write some division sentences to go with these. 16, what did we divide it by? This first drawing. 2. And what does that equal? 8, right? How about this one? 4 times 4. What's our division equation going to say?
16 divided by 4.
Divided by 4 equals 4. There's only one way to do that, right? Since your factors are both the same. Okay, and what's this one going to start with? The two groups of 8.
16 divided by 8.
Okay. Anybody have any questions on that? Nope.
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
You're recording this thing.
Okay, we're going to go back to the next page. So step it out, should flip your page over. Yun has 20-inch length of string. He cuts the string into pieces that are each 4 inches long. How many inches of string does Yun have? Start at 20 and count back using equal groups of 4. Complete the jumps on the number line. Count the jumps. So they already did a 16. Where are we going to go from 16? To 12. Okay, that's 2 jumps. From 12, where are we going?
8.
That's 3 jumps. From 8, where are we going?
4.
That's 4 jumps. And from 4, where are we going? That's 5 jumps. So how many pieces of string does Yun have? 5 pieces of string. All right, let's look at number 3. The students in the science lab are working in 3 groups. Each group has 8 students. How many students are there? Use doubles to multiply. So they're taking the 8 and they're dividing it in half or to its doubles. So what is 3 times 4? Can anybody tell me? Caleb. 12. And since we only use half of this, we've got to come down here and double our product. And 12 plus 12 is 24. So how many students are there? 24 students. That way you're not trying to do such a big 8 times 3. There are 32 dancers in a parade. The dancers are arranged in equal rows as shown. How many rows are there? How many girls are in this line of dancers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw an array to show. So we're going to have 8 people in a row. Okay, there's 8. We're going to start drawing again. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to keep going. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So now you're supposed to write related facts for the array. So now you're supposed to write related facts for the array. So how many rows do we have here? 4. And how many did we have in each row? 8. And that equaled what? Remember? 32. Okay. Let's write the division fact that goes with this. What are we going to start with? 32 divided by how many groups? Equals 8. Okay, I want you to go ahead and do the other multiplication and the other division. If you're at home, stop your recording and get them. All right. Now it says how many rows are there? How many rows did we end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows. If you were at home, you need to check your other facts to see if you got them right. Yes, those are all related facts. They all use the same 3 numbers. Okay? Go ahead and go down and check your understanding. It says multiply or divide. Okay, so if you need your multiplication stick, you can get them. Let's look at number 4. There are 12 players on the volleyball court. Each side of the volleyball court has the same number of players. There are 2 sides. How many players? What division equation can you write there? Write me a division equation. 12 players on 2 sides. The length of a field is 32 feet. A coach places a strip of tape every 8 feet. How many strips of tape does the coach place? You can write me a division fact and a multiplication fact for each of those, please. Okay, if you are at home, I hope you checked 1, 2, and 3. On 4, go ahead and write a division and a multiplication for 4 and 5. And then go to the back and complete 7 through 19. I will get those done and put it on the video so you can check yours. And then if you feel good, you can go on to your homework. If you don't, you can use your other page to give yourself a little extra work. Right? So here are the answers that you should have gotten on the back. I needed 1 division and 1 multiplication. So you didn't need to do all 4, but you needed to have 1 division and 1 multiplication. And then, once you check that, you can pause if you need to check it. Then, here are the answers for 7 through 19 on the back. If you feel comfortable, you can go on to your homework from there.